Hey Pokemon fans, AlmightyArceus here, and it's 2:40 in the morning right now, but I just had to get this theory video out here right now because it basically confirms something that I was talking about before. So we got some new Ultra Beasts announced today, and that's specifically Ultra Beast 02. But Ultra Beast 02 has two different forms. One, as you can see this picture, is kind of like a white mantis beauty form is what it's called, UB02 Beauty, and the other one is called UB02 Expansion, which looks like a really fierce, expanded, muscly mantis thing. So how does this confirm anything related to the theory video I just put out? Well, it shows something that I didn't really explicitly talk about in the video, but that really expands on my theory, and that's the idea that these are reflections of humans in the real world. So we have UB01 that was originally said to have looked like Lily. And obviously the appearance that I point out in my last video, it's very obvious it looks like Lily, and the Pokemon Company wants to set up it looks like Lily. Then you take a look at UB02's beauty form. Look at that. It's so slender, it's got mainly a white color palette, it's got some gold accents, and it's very, very, very skinny. Does that remind you of anything else? Yeah, Lusamine. I mean, look at that big hair too. It's all Lusamine right there. And so I think this is meaning that these Ultra Beasts are some sort of reflection of the real world. Now, how does that make sense for something like the expansion form? Well, I think the expansion form is actually trying to show what Lusamine is like underneath. So the beauty form is the superficial aspect of Lusamine, and the expansion form is the actual fierce, evil thing that is underneath. Now, the other big question that comes about is, why are these reflections of human forms? What is going on here? And what's with all the dimensional warps? Well, I think there's about two things that could happen. The first one is that they're actual other dimensional reflections of humans living in Alola. So UB01 would be Lily, UB02 would be Lusamine, and there's going to be other Ultra Beasts that are reflections of other ones. I expect, like Hala, Kukui, and we'll have to see if that's true. The other thing that could be going on is that Ultra Beasts were actually manufactured by the Aether Foundation because they found these nebulous, formless creatures that they realized could power up the human form, kind of like a fucked up version of Synchro Energy. So you have UB01 that is actually a powered up fusion between this Ultra Beast creature and the human Lily, and UB02, which is a combination of this Ultra Beast nebulous creature and Lusamine. We can see in the pre-release screenshots from Koro that there's some sort of confrontation going on between the expansion form of UB02 and Tapu Koko. You can see there's like a rainstorm going on and they're like fighting against each other. It looks like he's about to get taken or something like that. So I think something in the plot is going to have Tapu Koko and the other Guardians getting harmed by these Ultra Beasts, which is how we realize they're a threat in the first place. So those are the two things that I think could happen. They're either just pure reflections from another dimension, or they're other dimensional creatures fused with humans in a kind of weird synchro fusion type Ash Greninja thing. So those are my quick thoughts about Ultra Beast. Go ahead and watch my other theory video where I go into deep detail about why Team Aether is encountering these things and the theory behind Lusamine and the plot and stuff like that. I think this just really confirms more that there's some sort of trans-dimensional thing going on, and the Aether Foundation is messing around with them in some capacity. Whether they're becoming these Ultra Beasts or something like that, where they had some sort of trans-dimensional weird fusion thing that they were doing, or they're just reflections of these humans, or something else. Maybe there's some sort of chimera experiment going on where they tried to fuse themselves with Pokemon, just like they kind of fused a bunch of different Pokemon together in Type Null. Anyways, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please go watch my old theory video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm AlmightyArceus.